between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are.
Here we
They're
go.
going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Jackson on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's Jackson. This is brought in by Pryor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Now let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. A look now at the defensive starters for Philadelphia. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They run it here with Thompson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Jackson will look to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross.
Son of a bitch, dude. Look, another fumble, dude. Literally just a fumble, like, every drive.
After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to find Decker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
There he goes left side.
Wow, dude.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His
Wow.
second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
God, he fumbled again? Every time he gets hit, dude, he fumbles, man. cornerbacks make him fumble, man. Unbelievable. I can't even run with my quarterback because he literally fumbles every time. That shit is just so garbage, man. I swear. Well, I don't even understand that. Like, really?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's got Decker, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Able to slither by. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a play fake here on first down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's brought down.
Oh, not an in for a touchdown.
15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just falling behind him.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now P-Ryan.
Are you serious? Come on, man.
So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
These running backs are just breaking tackles.
That'll make it second down.
I mean, come on, man.
To the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game.
This guy's a horrible running back. He's just breaking tackles like he's fucking Bo Jackson. Samaje P-Ryan, dude. Give me a fucking break, dude.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. To Decker over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Play action, Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And they'll run him here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. We'll remind you once again, coming up at halftime, we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He's got stats and scores from around the NFL as we wrap up the first month of the season.
No longer is he a rookie, the coach, a true veteran now.
A crafty veteran. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
I feel your pain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. And McManus able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started. We'll start right here in Florida. The New York Jets heading down the coast to take on Jacksonville. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis. Check on the Colts
I like the halftime report
at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Texans.
It's new, at least it's different.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive
they try to make it look like
struggle.
the red zone or something.
Break through in the second half. To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast
let's go over
team.
here. Let's go over there. Check this
and
game
Charles
out.
Davis.
Blah, blah, blah. It's cool.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
21. Black 80.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. He goes
No
full
way.
extension, and
Wow.
he's got it. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Are you kidding me?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it
Good
2nd and
Lord,
9.
man.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the
running
outside,
backs are
trying to
just
get to the
breaking
perimeter, but
tackles
not
like
a
it's
whole lot of
nothing.
room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run with Thompson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Here we go. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue 90.
To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. And that play didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Titan defense getting set now, coming back onto the field. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Try again after the pick 6. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Jesus, man.
A call it luck or skill,
Fumbles.
whatever the case
More
is.
fumbles.
They're feeling
Every time
good
he gets
about
hit,
just keeping
fumble.
the football there.
Yeah, the biggest
It's
thing we're
amazing.
calling it now, our ball.
2nd fumble for my
We don't care
quarterback.
if it was luck or skill,
Just
or the panic that
unbelievable.
jumps up in
I'm
your
in the
chest
3rd.
when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it,
unbelievable.
just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've
It's
converted
3rd and
4 times out of
31.
6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, my God.
Loses him. It's complete.
Wow.
Touchdown, Titans. Terrell Pryor.
My guy.
Touchdown on the year.
That's just
and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm the defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And out now come the Eagles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Jeez. Play man, dude.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster. And now they're left with 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Blue 90!
Here's Jackson. And he fends him off. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield. He was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
$51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
He's going to air one out. And no, it's incomplete. Doug Pedersen's guys come up empty here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And on the ground they go with a running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They run it with McKinnon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Thompson. Now the ball comes loose.
Non-stop fumbles, man.
Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step
All
up
day.
and force a turnover.
Non-stop fumbles.
That's exactly what they needed.
Bam, another fumble.
Get this back to a one-score game.
Damn.
From there, anything can happen.
Luke Kuechly just blasted me, and I
getting
fumbled.
set to take the field.
No
And this offense last time turned it over.
This time it was my running back.
Get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs in that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here we go. 20.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And left side here, it's Graham. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Garoppolo on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, Garoppolo. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Graham. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but
This
not
quarterback
before
doesn't
they're
fumble,
inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Garoppolo now, first down throw. That is caught at the 7. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Alone to the right is Jones. To throw is Garoppolo. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's 3rd and short.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. They were looking the way of Decker that time.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Titans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Now, look at 56. 39. 39.
Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Flush to his right. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the...
All right, I'm going to advance the league right now. That works. No, not yet. I'm just about to. I was just doing my college scouting player thing. Yeah, get on there and do it before I fast forward. I'm not sure if the points get erased or what. I'm not sure.